Hello, genealogist. It's Craig with Just Genealogy, and I'm starting a new thread, a new, a new vision for Just Genealogy, where I share some of the neat records, my favorite records that I've found in my travels over the years. Just today on Quora, a website that I'm sort of addicted to because it's a learning experience sometimes. And I was asked a question, actually directly, what was Paul Revere's vocation? And so, of course, I did what I normally do. I played Smart Alec. And let me show and share with you how I did that. So, my favorite records. And we're going to talk about Paul Revere. So in my travels, I found this record. Paul Revere, contractor for supplying the United States with howitzers. March 25th, 1795, for claimant number 4081, $400. My sense is this document is a deposit for Paul Revere to supply a number of howitzers to the United States. And part of the file contains this document, which basically says that he did 10. One of them didn't work. You have to fix that one, and then basically we'll pay you. And that said and done, Revere says that he'll fix it. He'll make it new again. He believes it was the first one that he did. I'm thinking the first one that he did in this batch, not that this was the first time that he had made a howitzer. And then what's also included in the file is basically a payment to Paul Revere for casting and finishing 10 brass howitzers weighing, I think that's 16,917 pounds, but it could be 46,917 pounds. And then he's paid $2,875.89. And then he gets paid for carving a pattern of the United States arms. It looks like 25 cents a piece for $2.50. And finishing 10 arms, one on each howitzer, to each at 20, for a total of $28.98.39. And it's signed by Paul Revere. And it shows that this is a receipt. This actually must have been the government receipt, demonstrating that he received cash from, his name is probably Nathaniel, but it says Nath, Gorham, probably a cousin of mine, $400. So that is what I call a neat record. Now, one of the neatest ones I found was one signed by George Washington. And then I found some others having to do with George Washington's funeral receipts. So too much fun. I'll share those with you someday. So I won't share with you specifically where I found this record in the National Archives. I'll tell you generally that I found it in Record Group 217, the records of the accounting officers of the Department of Treasury. And why wouldn't I find it in 217? Because as you know, 217 and I are old friends. Notice my name down there. So the finding aid. Now, does the finding aid say Paul Revere? It does not. But among the records of 217, there's this record signed by Paul Revere. The only reason that I don't tell you specifically where it is that I would like it to be there the next time that I go and look for it. And who knows who watches YouTube channels these days. So there will be times when I will tell you specifically where I find something, and there will be times when I just tell you generally where there will be something until I provide the archives with the opportunity to remove it to safety, should they decide to do that. Because we've noticed over time that some things do disappear from the archives, and I definitely do not wish to become a party to that. So this has been Craig with Just Genealogy, giving a short one on one of my favorite records. If you've got a favorite record that you'd like to share with me and like me to do an analysis of it, or if you've got a problem that you'd like me to help you solve, all you have to do is put it in the comments, and if I can work on it, I will. because that's what I like to do. So this is Craig with Just Genealogy signing off for another day, and I will see you tomorrow.